What's up, everybody? This is your boy, Metahuman Macaluco. I am here at Black Clover. We're meeting up with Protoman2 or Dan Man or however you want to know him. He is a prominent figure in our community. He was on Silverback Senpai's podcast. And today's interview is actually sponsored by my friend Rojo Montana. All right. So if you want a shirt, you're going to have to click the link in the description below. And I can't speak on any other stuff because of YouTube's TOS. But support is support. Anyways, let's get this interview rolling. What's up, everybody? I am here with Protoman2.
Or just Dan.
Dan. How we doing today, boss?
Oh, I'm doing good.
Awesome. Now, let me ask you, Dan. You were a long-time Sega fan, and that's without question.
I wouldn't say Sega fan entirely, but just a fan of
Sonic?
This guy.
Well, let me ask you this. Even as a Sonic the Hedgehog enthusiast, do you still have an appreciation for games like Monkey Ball?
You know, I do like Little Monkey Ball and
Alex Kidd,
and Jet Set. I guess Jet Set and Crazy Taxi. I do like to play every other Sega game on or what's even relevant right now as opposed to Sonic, but yeah.
Understandably so. And have you had an opportunity to play any of the Yakuza games yet?
Not yet, actually, but that's in the docket because as of right now, I am playing through the Castlevania games.
Okay.
I'm playing everything up to Symphony of the Night.
Okay, understand. So you're playing in chronological order that they've been released, or chronological order as in the time frame of Castlevania?
No, just every classic Castlevania game post Symphony of the Night.
Okay. And with Castlevania, were you always a big Castlevania fan from the get-go, or not really?
Not really, as I do like the music of the games, but I always played them for like a few minutes and just stopped playing again.
You know, see, that's the thing about music OSTs, is that people sleep on them. People truly sleep on these OSTs. The Castlevania OST, especially in Symphony of the Night, forget about it. That shit's fire, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
Any other big video games you're into? Anything from Konami, Nintendo?
Well, for the Nintendo side, it's obvious. It was Mario. I do like Zelda. I like Kirby. I also do like. I'm trying to remember on the top of my head.
Were you big into FGC at all?
Fighting games?
Yeah.
I am.
You are? Okay. And what are your favorite fighting games?
Well, as of right now, since it's not out yet, I'd say Marvel Togon. I guess Under Night is another one I do like that I haven't really playing as often.
What is Under Night?
It's basically a 2D anime fighter.
Okay.
And I do play a little bit of Street Fighter here and there.
Okay. We have a guest on the channel, little baby.
Yeah.
All right. Since we're still on the topic of Konami, were you ever a big fan of the Metal Gear series or anything that involves any type of stealth?
I haven't as of. I do want to also get into Metal Gear at some point since the remake for 3 is out, and I really want to get into it for the sake of. I feel as though it's a very interesting series that I want to just see what the fuss is all about, or what the hype is all about. But mainly, I just want to play Metal Gear Revengeance.
I got you. Well, the thing with Metal Gear is there's a reason why there's hype behind it. It's, I would argue that there's a whole fandom dedicated to Metal Gear the same way that there's a whole fandom dedicated to Yakuza, because the story isn't intricate. You have all these kooky characters. You have some serious what the fuck moments that aren't supposed to be hilarious, but they are unintentionally hilarious. Like some of the bosses you fight, especially in, I believe it's either 2 or 3, you have to fight an actual vampire, a fat dude who's really good at explosives, and a blonde black lady who has the same powers as X-Men's Domino.
That actually wants me to get into that here.
Yeah, man. So, and like I said, I forget if this was 2 or 3, but this was like a whole, like, these guys were a little tight-knit group, and you would have to fight them one after another. as Snake, and that shit's intense because you're fighting like I said, a vampire, a fat guy who's throwing explosives at you, and a fucking lady that you could barely hit. Forget about it. And it's not like, you know, she's Sniper Wolf or anything. Like, she's literally just boom, boom, bullets, boom, boom. Can't, like, how? Why? But tell us a little bit more about some of your favorite games other than the ones you have been playing.
Always have or haven't?
That you have been, like, you're playing now.
I guess for right now, I want to say, what else is there for me besides Castlevania and Marathon, I guess, of right now? Honestly, it would be Persona, I guess. Persona 3 Reload.
Persona. Were you ever a big fan of those turn-based RPGs? Like Dragon Quest?
I mean, I have played Dragon Quest. I had played the first 2 games, but I never finished the 3rd game. But since the 2D HD remixes are out, well, mainly for 3, and I'm really am trying to get into at least back to the Dragon Quest train, until I can play what is it, 11, and I guess 7 remake that's coming out next year.
Okay, I got you. And dialing back to Sonic, what got you into Sonic?
Well, even though I already mentioned this in the Software Gamers podcast, it was where I had a plug-and-play Genesis when I was 5 or 6.
Okay.
And it had a lot of games on it. It had Quickie, Golden Axe, Kid Chameleon, and Sonic. And needless to say, Sonic, it just grabbed my interest among all 4 games combined.
Gotcha. Okay. And it just kind of spiraled from there on in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So it kind of shocks me because, you know, I see you present yourself as like a Sonic fan, but, you know, I came in thinking that you're an overall Sega fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that there's anything wrong with Sonic. I grew up on Sonic 2. I love Sonic the Hedgehog. And, yeah, man. I just totally lost my train of thought. I'll get it back to it. But with that being said, Mario, were you a big Nintendo fan before you were a big Sega fan, or were you a big Sega fan before you were a Nintendo fan?
I say Sega more than Nintendo. As my first Mario game I ever played was Mario 2, not the Lost Levels, the one that's not a Mario game originally.
Okay.
Literally getting on the plane for news.
Sorry. So with that being said, let me ask this: did you play Mario first, or did you play Sonic first?
It's Sonic first.
You played Sonic first, so you're definitely an overall Sonic fan, and you knew from the get-go, even after playing other games.
Exactly.
Okay.
And plus, I also jokingly, or at least another friend, she jokingly calls me the Sonic Simp.
It's a Sonic simp. That's fucked up, bro. You gotta run that fade with him. But if you were in charge of Sega, what are some changes you'd like to make within the Sonic games?
I guess hire fans who like big fan games. And, Christian Whitehead made the mobile ports of Sonic 1 and 2 on CDs, and he got to work on Sonic Mania, so I say just have more people who are fans of the series to get more involved in it, developing the games.
Okay, but, you know, isn't Sega already lenient with the fan games being made?
Yes, at least they're way more lenient than Nintendo.
For sure. I can't even argue against that. Nintendo literally modded a cease and desist letter in Melee.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was hilarious to me. It's fucked up, but it was hilarious nonetheless.
Exactly.
Other than Sonic, who would you say is your favorite Sonic character?
Yeah, it tends to change throughout the games I played so far in terms of the series. I guess Sonic himself is my favorite. Metal Sonic, I'd say, and I guess Shadow, and also Sage.
Okay. Now, why those particular characters?
It's because it's just, you know, doing cool stuff, and I just like their personalities and their overall characters and themes and all that good stuff.
Okay. Are you rocking the Shadow shirt right now?
Basically.
Why don't you go ahead and flex for the camera? Show the chat what you got, bro.
Yeah, I got.
You got that sick ass chain, bro.
Mhm.
Now I gotta ask, who customized that chain for you?
Well, it's not custom made. I got this from a company called King Ice. Is where I got it from. This is one of two I have back home.
Okay. And how much did that set you back if you're comfortable speaking on it?
It's all good. But I say the chain itself, at least for both chains, I'd say they were like 150
For both chains?
Yeah.
So you spent 300 on that. What's the material that the blue is?
I honestly don't know. I think the whole material of the chain itself is gold plated.
That is a pretty sick chain.
But I am meaning to get a metal Sonic chain in the near future.
I got you. It's still a sick chain. You just gotta be careful before you rock that chain, because you know how fools are, man. They'll just, they'll try your shit, yank it off your neck. So you gotta really be cautious with where you flex that.
Exactly.
But other than that, I gotta admire the drip. The only person I've seen rock all Sonic drip.
That's me.
And watching you at the Sonic Day was pretty interesting. That was a great time.
Because I'm not the biggest fan of Rays, but since it was that was
Sonic
like
Rave?
the main exception.
Okay. Well, did you get a chance to actually hear the D&D remixes that they made?
I did for the most part, but from that night onwards, I think it was just me just dipping into the dance floor and then sticking with everybody that I already know at this point at the outside of the rave.
Right.
Hearing all that loud music kind of hurts me a little bit.
Yeah, I can't disagree with you there. I had to start wearing those little things for your ears because I've been doing events like that for a while too, and going to them as well. Not just like help working them, but like just going to them and hanging out. And just like that tinnitus after the fact is just so terrible.
Exactly.
But I did peep you playing some Smash Brothers with my boy Brandon.
It was fun though.
That's awesome. What is your opinion on Smash Brothers?
I think it's a fun game. I mean, that's how what was it? I mean, in regards to just getting introduced to how the games play in general, but it did give me introduced to a lot of franchises I never actually got to consider even playing. Besides, Brawl being my first one, and the only reason why I even thought of playing Smash in the first place was because Sonic was a playable character, and the addition just having more third-party characters in on the line, like let's say Smash 4 and Ultimate, I feel so that I just like the games as they are, and over time I became a lot more competitive playing them.
Okay, I got you. And did you ever get competitive competitive in any other scene?
I mean, not as of. I mean, I guess Fighters, Dragon Ball Fighters is one of them, but it's either that or mostly Smash.
Okay. But do you normally go out to places like Flynn's or Prodigy Games or Rock even, and get to know the people there and shake hands and say GGs?
Well, I never really been to a Flynn's tournament, even though they had their little Fight Night Fridays that I would love to go to at some point or
You've
other.
never been.
No.
They're lit. You gotta attend at least one.
I will eventually. It's just that I've been busy with a lot of things,
Work.
and basically that, and leaving for work and going straight to Flames afterwards drains me. So either if I get or at least you'll see me on a random Friday where I don't have work, let's say for Thanksgiving or Christmas.
Right. If you're comfortable with speaking on it, what do you do for work?
I work in the courthouse. I work in the Broward County Clerk of Courts.
Okay. So you've probably seen and heard some crazy shit you're not even allowed to speak on.
Basically, it's a lot, and there's a lot of valid crash outs, or at least non-valid crash outs every time I just go out outside for a break.
Oh man. Doesn't that take a toll on your mental health a little bit? Just watching people crash out over stupid shit?
No, not at all. As long as I don't get involved. As long as I just do the job and be on my P's and Q's at all times, then I'm all good.
Okay. And essentially, are you the guy who's there's a word for it, I forgot what it's called, but you're one of those typewriting guys that types everything that's being said in the court?
No, I am a docket clerk.
Okay. And what is your primary responsibility in that role?
That being, I have to make sure that every morning, every time I start my day, and I organize the dockets, make sure that they're there and accounted for, ordering them in regards to just making sure that they're in court and on their timely schedule. I set appointments, I set hearings, and other miscellaneous paperwork.
Okay. So you organize paperwork for lawyers and judges?
That's yeah, basically, and I also for the defendants.
And for the defendants. Okay. So you're a busy bee, no matter what.
Exactly.
Okay. Well, is there anything you'd like to say to the audience before we wrap things up?
Not so much. I have anything else to wrap up for the most part, but
Any advice you'd like to give people?
just do what makes you happy. See a hobby that is considered, I guess, not so much, I guess, cool or not as interesting to the public eye, but just do what you can and just accept yourself for your hobbies and whatnot.
Right on. Thank you, Dan. I appreciate you.
Mm-hmm.
You will be back soon. More stuff coming soon. Next week, we got Summit Wave. I hope you guys are ready. This is your boy, Metahuman out.
Mm-hmm. See ya.
Sword is one with seven unearthed. I set out slash with the past all the way to rebirth. Nothing lost, only gains on this path to remain. And now I'm always looking out for ways to sharpen